Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching me from. Uh, Let me check my audio. Come on in, everyone. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. Audio, mic check, mic check. Let me see what is going on. Let me check my audio before we start, right? So which
With me to get a consult with Sonobello. Sonobello offers laser lipo.
mic check,
With me
mic
to get a
check.
consult with Sonobello. Sonobello offers laser lipo.
Mic check, mic check. Okay. My audio is good. My audio is good. Okay, come on in, people. Yeah, you are welcome. Where are you watching me from? Let me know where you are watching from in the comment section. Uh, Let me know where you're watching me from. Okay. What I want to talk to you about this morning is something I saw, and I just wanted to talk about it. Two Baba marries Natasha. Eventually, they are married, my people. He eventually got married to her, right? And then another news that we have is that Ciara, you know, the Ciara, the dancing queen, right? Award winning Ciara, Grammy award winning. She becomes a citizen of Benin Republic. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to start with Tuface's story. And as they said, they got married this month, last month. Before I continue, it's a new month. Welcome to the month of August, people. So they got married, I think, on the 25th of July 2025. We all know Two-Face, right? He used to be married to Annie Idibia. I don't even know if they've finalized the divorce between him and Annie Idibia. One day we just woke up and found out that him and Annie Idibia, they are no more, and he started behaving in a very funny way. And before we knew it, Natasha came out and said she's, Mrs. Idibia. And this is a man that has a lot of baby mamas, that has a lot of children from other women, right? And it's just interesting that this man at the age of 49 has decided to get married again at this point, leaving a woman that was with him for a long, long time. I mean, he left her. And that's another story for another day. But why am I talking about this marriage? This marriage is one marriage that for me I would say is annoying. My personal opinion. In a lot of ways, with the events that have gone on with Two-Face. Two-Face is one celebrity that I place high up there. Before I continue, I want to say a very big thank you to each and every one of you who have subscribed to this channel. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being here. I do not take your presence for granted. And yeah, it's a privilege and an honor to have you on my page. Why am I talking about this marriage? This marriage is so irritating to me. That's the word I use. I use those words without apologies. At some point when we got the news that Two-Face was with Natasha, his mother came out and said she's not in support, that Natasha has used voodoo to take control of her son. The brother came out and said that is not his brother. This is not my brother and all of that. But fast forward to today, we see pictures of, Two-Face's mother. Let's go to Instagram. Let me share an Instagram, an Instagram post of both of them, right? Okay, let me share this tab. We see Tuface's mother in the picture. Let me make this a little bit, we see Tuface's mother in the picture. This is their wedding photos, right? That happened some few days ago. I saw the wedding, like, say pre-wedding shoots. Like, who does this kind of pre-wedding shoots, for crying out loud? What is this? What kind of dress is this? What kind of pre-wedding photo shoot is this one? And then fast forward to wedding, and then we see this, and then okay, I think I saw another picture of his mother. I think I saw another picture where his mother was in support. I saw a picture of, let me see if I can pull it up. Let me see if I can pull that picture up on my, I think I saw that picture somewhere. I'll try and pull that picture up now. His mother was in one of the, my eye no deceive me now. Let me share it. His mother was in one of the pictures. One of the wedding photos. Yeah, that's the mother. His mother that came out, and I don't know if I'm sharing the right page. Let me see if I'm sharing. Yeah. Okay. So that's Natasha's, Tuface's mother and Natasha's mother. And I'm saying to myself, well, you don't know the body language. I don't know what the body language is giving, but let me know in the comment section. Do you think Tuface's mother is happy with this wedding? And what are your thoughts on the whole thing? This is a woman that came out and said, oh, I don't want my son. I don't, this is not my son. And all of a sudden she's in the photos. Maybe she's just there to say, okay, whatever it is, I support my child. That could be it. But it is giving nonsense to me. And for me, I don't know about you all. Some people say, mind your business. But for me, when I saw the picture and everything, the whole thing, it just made me, I had already lost respect for Tuface, but it made me lose more respect for him. Because I don't know, what are you looking for? What else are you looking for? This is how infidelity strip men of their crown and power. In my opinion, I think Tuface has lost that crown of being called, I don't know what you call him. Do you call him legend? Do you call him celebrity? I don't know. I've lost it for this man. And I'm talking about this today because I want to talk about how infidelity strips men of their crown and strips men of their power. A lot of men will be saying, oh, this is nice. This is it's a man's world, right? Remember, this is a man that said, oh, a man can be married to a woman, he can love a woman and still sleeps around. There is a Yoruba proverb that says, Tí o baba fi ẹ̀tọ́ àbí ẹ̀tọ́ ṣeré irun orí ẹ̀ àwọ̀, or crown orí ẹ̀ àwọ̀. Translation: when a king begins to play with his dignity, his crown will slip from his head. I repeat, when a king begins to play with his dignity, his crown will slip from his head. See, in today's culture, we glamorize male actual prowess. I want to use that word because YouTube does not allow us use the sex word. So if you hear me say actual, you know what I'm talking about. So in today's world, we like to glamorize male actual prowess. We have 4 people watching. Please do well to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for being here. So there's a lot of glamorizing, the male power, countless women. We want to say, when a man has a lot of women, a lot of baby mamas, a lot of side chicks, is odogu, is the man. Society would even give those men a pat on the back for it. If you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Society would give these men a pat on the back for having so many women, for having so many side chicks, for having so many babies from different women. But there's a deep, raw truth that we are not talking about, that we don't talk about enough. Infidelity does not elevate a man. It erodes him. Infidelity slowly erodes a man, silently erodes a man, and then it takes him out. In my opinion, I don't know what people are celebrating about all of this nonsense, because it's rubbish. Let's talk about it. Let's look at it from the lens of this Nigerian man. This Uncle Tuface. I'm talking about how men lose their crown, and I'm talking about it from the lens of Tuface Idibia. I want you all men watching, wherever you are, whether you're a man or you're a woman watching this, the crown on your head is not just a symbol. The crown on your head is a responsibility. A man's crown is not just about money. It's not just about fame. It's not just about physical strength. It's not just about your actual prowess. It is about integrity. Your crown is about integrity. Your crown is about leadership. It's about discipline. It's about honor. You see how Tuface has lost honor in my sight. When you mention Tuface now, I'll just say, because he doesn't represent integrity in front of me. He doesn't represent discipline. This man doesn't represent any form of leadership. Neither does he represent honor at all. There are all of these things are the things that make people look up to a man. Honor, integrity, discipline, leadership. These are the things that make people look up to a man. These are the things, the values that make people want to follow a man's lead. In my eyes, Tuface is an epitome of someone who lacks integrity, who lacks discipline. I mean, who divorces his wife in January and announces his side chick in February, and before we know it, the side chick puts his surname before her name? Who does that? Only a man that lacks integrity, only a man that lacks discipline, only a man that lacks leadership. For all those Tuface fans, it's good. You can come for me, all the men, but it's the truth. Let the truth be told. Let's begin to tell ourselves the truth. Only a man that lacks honor would do that kind of thing. Infidelity is like an acid. It eats away everything. It eats away all of these pillars. The truth is, you can be a billionaire. You can be a trillionaire. But if your household is in chaos because of your unfaithfulness, you are a king in name alone. I repeat, you are a king in name alone. We all know Tuface with all his talent and impact, right? This man was once considered a symbol of excellence. Oh, Tuface made beautiful music. I was still listening to "You Are My African Queen." Please, if you can hear me, let me see a 1 in the chat. I was still listening to "You Are My African Queen, the girl of my dreams." yesterday, and I was wondering, what happened to this man? Right? He made timeless music. This dude united people across cultures. He had the voice of a generation. This man was, in my opinion, a legend. He was. Until the stories of his multiple baby mamas, cheating scandals, public disrespect towards his wife in Young, African and Famous, all of those things began to surface on TV. That crown on his head began to shift. He had a beautiful crown on his head. But when all those scandals came up, and the one that hit me the most, the one that just made me lose it for him, was what he said on Young, Famous and African towards his wife. That public disrespect was the one for me that tilted his crown. That tilted his crown, in my opinion. That was when I began to say, this guy is losing respect though. He's losing it. We still sing his songs, yes. But can we say he's still a role model? Is he still a role model in the eyes of people when it comes to manhood? When it comes to leadership? In some people's eyes, yes, he is. But in my eyes, no, he is not. Because I asked the question, can his sons and daughters confidently say that they want to love the way their father loves? If the answer is no, then for me, it's not a role model. It's not a role model. If you cannot influence your children, because your children are watching you, you have sons. Would you like for your sons to be like this, to act without integrity, to act without discipline? Would you want your son to act without a lack of a sense of leadership? Right? No. The answer, in my opinion, is no. And with that, I say that infidelity is not just a mistake. It's a pattern that will rewrite your legacy. Like it is rewriting Tuface's legacy. Your legacy is supposed to live on after you. And as it's living, while you are here, how are you writing that legacy? What are you doing? Because everything is not just your talent, your core values, your character, your spirituality, everything together writes your legacy. Some people will downplay cheating and they'll say, oh, men will be men. Men can marry as many women as they can. In Nigeria, it's not a big deal. Polygamy is not a big deal in Nigeria. Blah, 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 blah. The truth is, whatever name you want to call it, polygamy or whatever, cheating is not just a slip up. It is a betrayal of trust. Because I put myself in Annie Idibia's shoes every time. And I'm like, what is really going on? What really happened in that relationship? For me, I see a betrayal of trust. And for many men, when you betray the trust of that woman that loves you, or the people around you that hold you in high esteem, that's where your downfall begins. Think about it. Think about it. Let's look at great pastors. Okay? We have great pastors. We have a lot of politicians, music legends. Oh, let's not forget. Remember that CEO that just got caught? Remember that guy that got caught in the Coldplay's concert, cheating with his HR manager? What happened to him? He lost his crown as a CEO because he was cheating. Because he was cheating. He lost his respect in society. Why? Because he was cheating. So many people have crashed out, not because they don't have talent, but because they lack that thing called self-control. A lot of people lack self-control, and so many people have, please guys, go ahead and like the live stream so that other people can know that we are here. Okay. That CEO lost his job. Not that he doesn't have the talent to be CEO, but he lost his job because he couldn't control himself. He lost his integrity. He lost his crown as CEO. These two Babas' repeated infidelity has not only hurt his family, it has overshadowed the fact that he is a genius. Yeah, people can say, oh, yeah, he's doing the right thing. He's getting married. All that is BS to me. Instead of us celebrating his legacy now, a lot of Nigerians now see him through the lens of Annie's tears. That's how a lot of people see him. A lot of people look at the online apologies. That's how they see him. They look at him through the lens of public embarrassment. Let that sink in. I reiterate, when a man cheats, he trades power for pleasure. When a man cheats, power is traded for pleasure. Why do I say that? I say that because power comes from consistency, from being a safe place. As a father, as a man, as a leader, power comes from consistency. Consistency in you being a safe place for your family, in you being a man of your word. But every time a man cheats, what happens? His power leaks. His power leaks from his bag of power. When a man cheats, he loses the trust of his woman and the trust of people around him. He sets a bad example for his sons and daughters. Not only for his family, he confuses his fans. Because I, for one, used to be a fan, but now I'm confused. I don't even know who I'm following again. It confuses his followers. It confuses the community. Everybody is like, what in the world? This man, Tubaba, is a classic case. Instead of him being a blueprint for Black love or for solid family leadership, his name now triggers headlines like, oh, Annie breaks down in tears on Instagram. Tuface apologizes again. Oh, Tuface marries Natasha. Oh, Tuface is not the Tuface we used to know. Oh, Tuface mother says Natasha should remove the bead on his neck. For real? Is that how we should know Tuface? No. And the sad part is that he may never get that public trust again. He has now become a laughing stock. May we not become laughing stocks before the very people who trusted us, before our fans. He may never get that public trust again, no matter how many songs he drops. Now, even the songs he's dropping, a lot of people cannot relate. He's not even dropping the kind of songs that made him a legend anymore. He's married to Natasha. Well, who am I to talk? I wish them well, but am I happy? No. Who am I in their lives, Abby? But I'm just here to give my own 2 cents. A broken home and public humiliation is the consequence of infidelity. Let's be real. Behind every cheating man is a trail of broken hearts. And then eventually what happens? What's done in the dark will always come out in the light. Name any man who has cheated. They don't cheat forever. They could cheat forever, but the lie doesn't go forever. No. Drop a comment in the chat. Let me know what your thoughts are about this Tuface's marriage to Natasha. Is a sham, in my opinion. Look at all the reality shows, the documentaries, the online wars. Annie is ex-wife has had to cry for the whole world to see. Their children, you see the children coming up in social media and say, yeah, you're talking about my parents. Da, 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 da. Their children have to grow up with the media poking at their family's wounds. This man has caused more damage to his family. This Tuface that was once seen as invisible now carries the tag of a man who cannot just stay faithful. Recently, I heard he apologized to Natasha for that stupid same comment that he made. That a man can love a woman, but he can still sleep around. You don't jam Natasha now. Natasha made him apologize. He has met his match. Or the one that is higher than him. Is cheating really worth it? Or for a few minutes of pleasure? Is it really worth it? Is it worth it? Why am I doing this? To the men who are watching this, don't be that guy. Don't be that guy who loses his crown. Because this isn't just about Tuface, it's about you. You may not be a celebrity, but your crown matters. Your crown matters to your partner, to your kids, to your community. I want to say here that infidelity is not power. It is weakness. It is weakness disguised as adventure, stupid adventure. Every time you cheat as a man, you are telling the world, I cannot manage my desires. You may look like a man outside, but inside, you are losing your grip. A lot of people are saying Tuface is not normal. Yes, it's not normal. He's losing grip. He has lost grip. Real men would stay faithful. Not because it's easy, but because their legacy is more important than their lost. Their legacy is more important than their lost. And to the women who are watching, you are not crazy for expecting loyalty. Even Natasha, who opened her eyes and decided to put herself in between Annie and Tuface, and now she's married to Tuface. Even Natasha is not crazy for expecting loyalty from him. So to every woman, you are not crazy for expecting loyalty. We are in a situation where our culture convinces us that all men cheat. No. We need to stop letting culture convince us that all men cheat. It's a lie from the pit of hell. And this is how crowns keep falling from good men's head. Tuface is a good man, but he let his crown sleep. He let his lust dictate his direction. Is he gifted? Yes. Talented? Yes. But you see, your talent can only take you so far. There are a lot of things that would take you farther. Your self-discipline, your integrity, your sense of leadership will take you farther. Your character, your core values. So for us to have a better society, we need to demand better and we need to expect better. Let's not stay in chaos just because we are trying to be ride or die. You know, women that say, I'm Miss Bonnie and Clyde. No. Let Annie's tears remind you that sometimes the pride of loving a powerful man is too high when he refuses to discipline himself. If there's no discipline, it doesn't make sense. And I'm doing this video as a wake-up call to every man out there watching, or those that will be watching the replay, Your power is not in your ability to conquer many women. It's in your ability to discipline your flesh. It's in your ability to love one woman deeply. It's in your ability to lead your home well. Your power as a man is in your ability to lead your home well and leave a legacy that you can be proud of. That's where your power lies as a man. Don't be the man with talent of a king, but the discipline of a child. That is what Tuface is giving to me. Tuface, in my opinion, is that man with the talent of a king, but with the discipline of a child. Let Tuface's story be a cautionary tale. A cautionary tale that reminds you that you can build an empire for 20 years and you can destroy it in one moment of lust. Now, what I'm saying right here applies to both men and women. You can build an empire for 20 good years and you can destroy it with one moment of trust, of lust. You can build an empire with your talent, with your brain, and you can destroy that talent in 1 minute with that thing that lies between your legs. Don't trade your crumbs, your crown for crumbs. Do not. It's not worth it, people. It is not worth it. Okay? All right. Enough said about Tuface, Idibia, and Natasha's wedding. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. I also talked about how cheating make men lose their crown. Let me know what your thoughts are about Tuface. Tuface is one guy that I really like, but the truth would remain the truth, and we need to speak the truth. He lost his crown, and I pray that he can regain that crown again. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. I'll be right back with the story on Ciara. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. I will be right back. Okay, welcome back, people. Come on in. I want to talk about Ciara, right? Grammy Award winning Ciara just became a citizen of Benin Republic. Yes, you heard that right. She just became a citizen of Benin Republic. She traced her roots, followed the spiritual breadcrumb, right, to where it was leading, and said, you know what, I'm coming back. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. I'm coming back to where it all began, right? Okay, so let me ask you all, how many of you have ever wanted to know where you came from, where your ancestors come from? Your ancestors can come from different places. How many of you watching this want to know where you are from? I met a woman some time ago, not recently, and we got talking, and she said to me, she said, I traced my ancestry to Senegal, and I would really love to go there and see what it looks like. After a lot of discussion, she cried. It was emotional for her. Me being African, I didn't understand why, right? But the more I talk to a lot of African Americans, I begin to see why. I begin to understand why, right? A lot of them says, am I black? A lot of them will ask, am I black or am I African American? The fact that there is African in that American means that your ancestry is traced back to Africa. I mean the village, the tribe, the soil. So let me know, how many of you have ever wanted to know where your people come from? Even there are some Africans too that are in Africa. There are some Africans that are in Africa, they are black, but they also have, a lineage that is also outside of Africa in one way or the other, right? And they would like to trace. They would like to know, where did my great grandfather come in? Drop your flag emoji if you know your country of origin. Drop it in the comment section, right? So Ciara Citizen came through. It came through a powerful initiative called My African or My Afro Origins. Yes, that's how it came through. So that from that initiative, Republic of Benin is now officially welcoming the descendants of enslaved Africans, people whose ancestors were taken from its shore hundreds of years ago. It's saying, hey, it's okay to come home. And baby, the moment she walked the slave route and stood at the door of no return in Oida, if you've ever felt like you're healing trauma that you didn't cause, this is what reclaiming looks like. She went back home. Let's talk about ancestral powers. Let's talk about it. Going back home gives you that ancestral power that you're always longing for. For some people, there's this spiritual longing, a pull that you cannot explain. Have you ever been drawn to a particular country, to a particular language, even to a particular song that made your soul cry, but you don't know why? I have. I won't tell my own story here, but there was a time I heard a song, and that song for me, I was like, it wasn't even English, but that song hit something deep down. I'm like, what is this? What is this? That's ancestral memory calling you. Have you ever been drawn to a particular country, to a particular language? You're just drawn to that place. You don't know why. That's ancestral memories. Maybe somebody in your family line, someone's from somewhere, had been somewhere before, and that's the ancestral memory calling you. That's ancestral power saying, come home to yourself. Drop fire in the chat if you've ever felt that deep inner yearning, like something is missing, but you cannot name it. I want to believe that is what Ciara felt. Okay? For those people that do not know, Benin was one of the biggest slave ports during the transatlantic slave trade. Okay, over 1.5 million, African people, million of our people were ripped from that soil. And now Benin is saying, hey, we see you. Benin is saying, we are sorry. Benin is saying, please come home. We are sorry we sold you. Or we are sorry that ever happened. Imagine your country doing that kind of emotional, spiritual reparation. Would you go back? Let me know your comment. What your comments what your comments are in the comment section. Would you go back? Put yes, I would in the chat. Put no, I wouldn't if you would not go back. Put it in the chat. If you would accept citizenship from your ancestral homeland. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section, right? Some people would not. I've had discussions with a lot of African Americans that say, hey, no, I'm not going back. You guys betrayed us. I'd rather stay here. The truth is, this is bigger than Ciara. This is about all of us. Some of us are walking around disconnected from our roots. A lot of people are walking around disconnected from their power, even our identity. And it is showing up in the way we love. It's showing up in the way we lead. And it's showing up in how we settle. See, when you don't know who you are, you will keep asking people to love you. Now, I'm not only talking about citizenship here. I'm tying it to everything. A lot of people are not connected to themselves. A lot of people are not connected to their core. And when you don't know who you are, you can even be in your ancestral land. You were born in Nigeria, you are living in Nigeria, and you still don't know who you are. You will keep asking people to love you. You will continue to ask people to love you in ways that validate your worth. But when you know where you are from, when you know who you are, when you know your bloodline, when you know your crown, when you know your calling, you will stand differently. I'm telling you, you will stand differently. Okay? Yeah, so let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. Tell me in the chat, what do you want to reclaim? Do you want to reclaim your voice? Do you want to reclaim your story? Or do you want to reclaim your truth? Write it like an affirmation in the comments section. I reclaim dash da 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 da. Write it. What do you reclaim? Write it in the comment section. Okay. So we are talking about Ciara, but a lot of people are working, not even knowing who they are. It's beyond going back home to your physical location, but are you home in your body, your spiritual body, your mental body, your psychological body, your mental body? Are you home? Are you really home? Let me keep it real. Some of us have never gone back home spiritually because we don't even know we are lost spiritually, physically. Some of us have not gone back home mentally because we don't even know that we are lost mentally. A lot of people have accepted a watered down version of themselves. Without question, I'm asking, who are you? Who are you? If Ciara, a global superstar wife mother, can trace her roots and take that journey back home, what's stopping you from starting your journey today? Trace your roots back psychologically to who you are. Trace your roots back spiritually to who you are. Trace your roots back spiritually to where you come from. Trace your root back mentally, psychologically to who you are before you lost yourself, to who you are before you lost yourself in that relationship, before you lost yourself to the intervention of to social media distractions, before you lost yourself. We need to start taking that journey back to self. I'm just using Ciara's journey back to a physical ancestral home to remind us that we need to take a journey back to ourselves, because that is where we reclaim our power. Type in the chat, I'm ready to heal, if you are ready to find your roots, if you are ready to reclaim your truth, and if you are ready to stand in your power. Type it in the chat. I'm going to leave you here today with one challenge, and here's your challenge. Look into your ancestry, okay? Even if it's just talking to your grandmother. Because even in Africa, in Nigeria, where I come from, there are a lot of children, a lot of people, a lot of adults that don't even know where they are from. Maybe their parents are from Kaduna, but then the parents relocated to Delta State, and the children grew up in Delta State, and they don't even know where they are from. It's just an irony, though. A lot of people are running away from where they are from, and a lot of people are running back to where they are from. Some people decide not to go back to where they're from because they've been dealt with. That's understandable. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking of those people who have a longing in their spirit to say, hey, I want to know where I'm from. You can start by just talking to your grandmother. Okay? You can start by reading about where your people came from. You can start by knowing about the food, the music, the culture. I'm doing this not only for African Americans. No. It goes beyond African Americans. I'm doing this video also for Nigerians, for Africans that are in Africa and they don't really know their roots. They don't really know their culture. You need to start reading about it. Pray, ask God to show you where you lost yourself and where you need to return. And if you are watching me, you are that person who lost herself or himself in a marriage, in a relationship, this is the time for you to retrace your steps. Okay? Write a letter to your ancestors. Thank them for surviving. Promise them that you will do more than survive, that you will stand. Whether you are living in your physical land or your physical land where you come from, or you are living there and you still need to regain yourself because you have lost yourself in one way or the other, either psychologically or whatever. Write a letter to your ancestors and thank them for surviving, and promise them that you yourself, you will survive, you will stand. You will stand physically, you will stand psychologically, you will stand spiritually, you will stand financially, because you are the answered prayer of someone who never saw freedom. Okay? So with that, I want to say thank you for being here. You are not just a viewer. You, my friend, you are a part of a movement. You are part of a family, a generation that is healing forward. Okay? If this video spoke to you in any way, hit that like button, subscribe, and please do share the video with a friend who needs to remember that their story did not start in chains. It started with kings. It started with queens. Their story started with purpose. And until next time, please keep standing in your truth, your history, and your healing. I love you, people. Love you. God bless you. And remember, you are your ancestors' wildest dreams. Thank you for being here. If you're watching the replay, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. I will see you in the next live. Bye-bye. Bye.